Well, speaking of movies, Suicide Squad, which would be out by now, by the time you're listening to this, everybody knows it was getting some pretty bad reviews before its release. Rotten Tomatoes mostly to blame. And there was petitions, people wanting to get Rotten Tomatoes taken off.
The internet.
The internet's off the air. I almost said off the air. I honestly did.
Well,
Cut their feet.
Technically, it is.
It travels through the air.
Yeah.
It's all information traveling on invisible lines.
Information.
Information.
Information. For you.
Yes. For you.
For your mation.
I really
God.
don't. I really don't trust any of these online reviewers much anymore. After, like, I used to listen to this shit because I was like, well, I watch a lot of movies, you know. I can, you know, I've been able to see something and be, yeah, that's really bad, and a lot of people agree with me. So it's like I felt like I kind of had a pretty decent knowledge of like what people would watch and go, that's stupid, or what somebody would watch and go, that's a good movie, you know.
Yeah.
But when Batman v Superman, which yes, we're talking about it again,
It won't go.
when that was in theaters, that
Zack Snyder made sure of that.
it critically got panned. It was, you know,
Sure.
they said
And
that
it
was
still made shit tons of money.
it did. That got a worse rating than Superman Returns, which was by far a way worse movie.
Superman Returns shouldn't exist.
Not even close.
Yeah. But when I went in and I watched that, and, you know, I left the theater, I'm like, well, what was wrong with it? I'm like, yeah, there was some stuff where I'm like, I don't understand why that was in there. I know what they're doing, but I don't know why they put it in there. Unless you're a hardcore comic fan, you're not going to get it.
Right.
But it still wasn't bad by any means. And that's what and right away, before this even hits anybody's normal eyeballs, it's like already crushed.
It's hitting all the abnormal eyeballs first.
Well, I mean, like, when anybody, like, you know, the
That's
normal
eyeballs
movie
are
going,
super special.
the normal movie going public gets to see it. It's
Yeah.
already crushed in the dust,
Well, sure.
and buried deep in the ground. And it's just like, what the fuck?
Which really does suck, because, like, you know, I heard on the radio today, they're like, you know, the DJs is like, yeah, Suicide Squad's getting bad reviews. They say the only thing good about it is Margot Robbie. And it's like...
Why? Because there's tits? Is that why?
And I'm like...
Is there's white tits? Is that why it's good?
And I'm like, wait, well,
What's wrong with tits?
I fucking
Why?
hate Harley Quinn.
Why are you
Jesus.
slamming this film before it's even out? Let people give their opinions on it. Like, I understand critics and stuff like that. I get it. At one point, I wanted to do that. But the thing is like, I feel like you shouldn't be able a week before it's even out saying, don't watch it, it's shit.
You know what would be great? If reviews were only allowed to be posted a month after the movie was released.
Or at least the weekend after opening
Sure.
showings. That would be different. Not being able to be like a month in and just be like, yeah, it's garbage.
There's
Don't
like
watch it.
no one but reviewers have gotten to see this movie.
Because
It's stupid.
in
Yeah.
a way, you have control over how well this movie does, because you could get your little god complex and be like, well, if I say it's shit, nobody's going to go see it. And I know there are people out there that do that.
Well, there certainly is, and there's a lot of people that will listen to these people without having even an inkling of, I'm going to give my own opinion. They're like, this person knows what they're talking about. People pay them to get their opinion.
Don't get me wrong, I had no hopes that this film was going to be good. But I also didn't think that it was going to be horrible. I thought it was just going to kind of be there. Like, you know...
I personally, and I've shared this before, I really have very little interest just because Suicide Squad wasn't something I got into comic-wise.
Yeah.
It just wasn't. During previews of it, all the parts that had Harley Quinn associated, I didn't think any of that stuff was funny, and it just kind of seemed like pandering.
It didn't feel right
Like,
for her character. In my
No,
opinion.
it didn't. It didn't look right. And like I said, it was fan service. It was pandering to just basically.
It wasn't even really fan service. Fan service wants
Well,
the
no, there's a
90s
scene
Harley
where-
Quinn from the Batman animated series.
Well, yeah. Well, that, and they want to see like more of Harley's skin than you're supposed to, essentially.
fucking
Which the
wanna
movie
see
gives
that.
you anyway, because there's like a scene where they're just like get undressed, you know, it's just like he's like in bra and like panties and shit, and it's just like because that's what it was all about in the comics.
That's exactly what Harley Quinn is.
Yep.
Well-
She's just a whore.
I kind of got confused, because, like, when I'm seeing like the promotion for this, I mean, is this Suicide Squad or is this just Harley and the Joker? Like, it's honest to God.
There was a good string of advertisements for it was that, and there was a good string of advertisements where it was like, there's way too much Deadshot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Way
there's way
too
too
much
much Will
Deadshot.
Smith in
Yeah,
my
it's
It's
Suicide
like,
Squad.
stop it, man.
Like, like the rest of the people, who are they? And the rest? Are they the Professor and Mary Ann of the Suicide Squad? Like,
Yeah.
are we not even like? Because the way if they were smart, the way they did this, because there's a lot of people that really casual fans of the comic book stuff,
Filthy
the
casual.
movies and stuff. They're not going to know who half these people are. It would have been kind of cool if they had done like an intro trailer for each
They
character.
actually did for some of them.
For some of them.
There's one for Enchantress, I know that.
Or if they would have done like another movie did that was not very well known for the characters, Guardians of the Galaxy. When they did their first trailer, they had the little. Basically, all of them were in front of like that,
Their mugshot,
the mugshot screen, and they did them one at a time.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, this guy travels with this fucking tree thing, and this guy he's like Star-Lord, whoever the hell that is. You know,
Yeah.
they gave you like 2 seconds
Yeah.
of an explanation, and that's enough for you to go like, okay, I know who these people are.
Yeah.
Alright, let's go with it.
I've talked to my friends in the UK about it. A lot of them don't care for the look of Killer Croc, and I completely agree.
Oh, I don't either.
Well, yeah, I
He's
don't
like
either.
6 feet tall. He's like a fucking high school.
He's
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
I was just gonna
He's
say. I
wearing
was
a
like,
Letterman's jacket.
That's
Like, what
exactly
the
what I was
hell?
gonna say. I was like,
Yeah.
since when did Killer Croc shrink in size and get a goddamn varsity jacket? Like, never.
Every Killer Croc I've ever seen wears like the same like brown pants, and he's like 9 feet tall.
Well, and somebody
eating
asked me,
buildings
they're like,
and shit.
they're like, well, which Killer Croc would you want? I was like, the one in Arkham Asylum is freaking awesome. They're like, so you want regular people, and then you want some fucking like 20-foot tall monstrosity? I was like, no, I don't want no 20-foot tall monstrosity. I want a guy who looks like a fucking crocodile man, not a Goomba from the first fucking Super Mario Brothers movie.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Even if they didn't go with the Arkham Asylum one, I like the Batman animated series Killer Croc.
Yeah.
He was still plenty fucking tall, and he looked like he's gonna
looked like a
fucking chew
reptile
through a man.
Yeah.
He just looks
He
like
wasn't
he's like a
walking around
combination-
getting ready to throw a football with his best buds.
He's like a combination
You know, like-
of the Thing and the Goombas from the Mario Brothers movie.
Well,
Yeah.
Rotten Tomatoes, how they get their ratings, isn't it based off of like?
No, you're thinking of Metacritic.
Metacritic
Rotten
bases it
Tomatoes
off
is
of.
literally just you start an account on Rotten Tomatoes.
Okay, so it's just user submitted.
yeah.
Okay.
It's like the Yelp of the movie world, essentially.
Okay.
Just anybody can just
Yeah.
decide, hey, I'm gonna fuck this up.
Yeah, that's pretty
I'm sure
much
there's
it.
legitimate like reviewers there, but there's too many people that are just
And once
shit.
again, people putting too much faith in somebody else's opinion when it comes to stuff like this.
Oh, of course.
That's the world we live in. We don't have time to watch everything, so we need to have an opinion of, well, should I watch it or not? And people go, no, don't watch it, and then you might be missing out on something good.
That you
That's
would
why I say,
enjoy.
let the public have an opinion first. If it comes out and it's doing like gem numbers in the theater, which it will not do on Jared Leto alone, then, you know,
Fucking Jeff.
Like there are
Let it
certain
ride.
things where you can use your better judgment and just like that's probably not going to be good.
that's probably not for me. Yeah.
See, that's what it is. Not that it's not gonna be good, but that I will
Not
personally
for
not
me,
enjoy it.
yeah.
Yeah. Because there's a lot of things like that. Like I didn't go see Magic Mike. I had no interest to see Magic Mike. It probably isn't a bad movie. I just don't want to see it, and I won't see it.
Yeah. Well, it's like the last X-Men movie. I could care less, honestly.
You'll see it.
I was like, I probably will eventually. I love Apocalypse. I didn't like the way they designed him, so
Yeah,
that turned
Apocalypse
me
is a
off
great
to
villain.
it. So I was just like, I don't really care. And then I heard I didn't miss out, but I'm still like, I didn't go by that though.
You're
I
curious
didn't-
enough to like want to wait.
Yeah, I will see it. I'm just not going to go out to see it. Put it that way.
Yeah.
I'm not going to
It'll
go out
come
of
to
my way.
Netflix.
Just like Suicide Squad. I'm probably not going to go out of my way to watch it. I've been dabbling with the idea of possibly going back and doing movie reviews again, but I don't know if I'm going to start with that.
yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I should. Who knows? I should just sit there, and every time Harley talks, I just burn a hole in my fucking head. My brain just slowly melts into a goop and starts seeping out of my
What do you
ears.
have against Margot Robbie?
I have nothing against Margot Robbie. I
The-
have
the
something
writing?
against Harley Quinn.
You don't like Harley Quinn?
I do not. I liked her when they introduced her back in the animated series and when they wrote her into those comics. And then she got into fucking everything.
Yeah, because
It was like a fucking virus. It got into every damn book, and then you couldn't write a Batman story without having Harley Quinn there. And it's like, oh, now she got
talking
some
about?
kind of big hammer.
Killing Joke didn't have Harley Quinn.
Well, that's a good story. Then she's carrying around a hammer, and then there's some ridiculous story where somehow they, like, Poison Ivy gave her a serum that gave her, like, superhuman strength. And it's
I
like,
don't
what
remember
the fuck?
that, but I remember Poison Ivy, Harley Quinn, and was it Catwoman? Like,
Yeah.
teamed up, mostly because Catwoman was like, I can use these two for shit. Poison Ivy was like, I can use these two for shit, and Harley Quinn was like, I need roommates.
And that's about as loosely as the story to get them together was, and then basically it was just like a comic series of them being half naked, joking, and eating TV dinners together. Like, that's essentially what it became.
It was really fucking terrible because they started it in the animated series. Remember, they were in like a trailer park or something,
Yeah.
and Poison Ivy wanted to do some dumb shit, and Harley Quinn was just like, why?
I'm getting pudding.
Not really. She didn't really care. She just was like
Pudding.
crazy.
You get her and Wolverine together in the same room. Bub! Pudding.
I'm fucking dead right now.
And Stan Lee's like, brilliant! Make a movie, Tony Stank!
Tony Stank? Mr. Stank!
How is Stan Lee gonna get the rights for Harley Quinn?
He'll tell another story we're gonna maybe talk about. He'll tell the director of Suicide Squad, fuck you, non-believer! And then he'll be like, well, thank you. And then he'll be like, I'll make a Harley Quinn movie. Sure, Stan, go for it.
He doesn't write the movies.
Yes, he does.
He writes every single one of them.
No,
He does.
he's
I'm
too busy
serious.
buying superhumans right now.
That's
all he does.
That's true. Scouring the globe.
Yeah, he has that flexible guy. He doesn't go out and get people for
What
him.
can you do? I can light a match off my ass. Get in front of that camera. We're really running out of shit.
I once drank an entire fish tank. What do you mean a fish tank?
Fish tank of pickle juice.
Just a fish tank. I drank it. Fish included? I took the fish out. I left the ornaments in though.
Yeah.
A little diver.
With the chest that opens.
Yeah. The bubbles come out.
So, if Suicide Squad interests you, go see it. Don't worry about what anybody says online. Go fucking see it. Make the decision for yourself.
Seriously, there's
I
too
think
much
that's what
fucking-
everybody should take from any of this.
Too many people being sheep. Just have your own opinion about something.
Yeah.
Even if you don't want to go see it in theaters, if you want to wait until it's out on like DVD or something, get it from Redbox, do that. You don't have to see it in theaters, but don't go and be like, oh, so and so on this site said it's a bad movie, I'll never fucking see it. It's a waste of your time.
Exactly.